groups.
Whatever.
And then the biggest upset of the night, four-term Representative Adriano Espaillat, head of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, and the first undocumented immigrant to serve in Congress, lost his Harlem Bronx district in an upset to a leftist community organizer named Daria Eliza Avila Chevalier, a Democratic socialist who also believes in abolishing prisons, police, and all deportations. She might be
Yeah, she's wacky.
the most left-wing candidate to ever win a Democratic primary in our lifetime. There's been a lot of focus on her old tweets, which she has deleted and mostly apologized for. I'm fine with that. My general position is to give people a chance who want to take back something they said or posted. Certainly would love to take back things that I've posted. Here's where I have a problem. She has not apologized for attending an anti-Israel rally on October 8th.
Why would she need to do that? Israel was bad on October 6th, 7th, and 8th.
October 8th, 2023, a rally that was condemned by Zoran Mamdani,
Yeah. Okay. And?
AOC, and Brad Lander. The other problem I have...
No, make the argument. I want you to make the argument. Can you explain to me why that's bad? Now, if she said anti-Semitic shit, then that's bad. Anti-Semitism is bad. But what is wrong with that? Like, October 7th was objectively caused by decades of Israeli apartheid, the erasure, marginalization, and brutal oppression of the Palestinian people. It was a direct byproduct of that. Like, if the Warsaw Uprising had led to like a fuck ton of like a couple thousand German civilians dying or whatever. Well, I mean, it happened in Warsaw, so not so likely. If there was like a big like Jewish riot in Berlin in 1930 whatever, and it led to like a bunch of German civilians getting killed, I'd still blame the Nazis for it. One reason why the Nazis put the camps in Poland, yeah, literally, yeah, they wanted to externalize that shit, you know? Yeah, like I'm not gonna like you can partition it and break it down. Like, oh, was it bad when like during the Warsaw Uprising the Jews stormed this neighborhood and killed some innocent people? Yeah, sure. I'm blaming the Nazis for all this shit though. Like all of the you built the damn pressure cooker, man. You're the one who created the circumstances that were basically guaranteed to lead to violence. You've been causing violence, you know? I don't like it didn't happen out of nowhere. I meant Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, but again, it's sort of immaterial. The Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, to my understanding, did not in fact kill like thousands of non-Jewish civilians. Probably a few died, I'm just guessing, but you know, not thousands.
She sat for an interview with the New York editorial board last week where she said she's against all deportations. She's for open borders because, quote, bordering is a very modern construct, actually. She wants
All right, so this is true. So I disagree with her, but what she just said is true. Make the argument. You have to, I want you to make the argument, please.
to abolish prisons and refused to say when asked, she got 4 different chances on this, refused to say that a convicted murderer should be sentenced to any jail time at all. Maybe she turns over a new
Yeah, that one was pretty silly.
leaf in Congress and like her voting record doesn't match some of these more extreme positions. I hope so. But I think the reason I bring this up is because when Democrats get questions about this, I think the answer is easy and important to give, which is that she currently holds a range of views that go from moronic to abhorrent.
But okay, for one, what did she say that is abhorrent? You mean like the murderer thing? You probably mean the October 8th thing. Make the argument. And for two, I don't understand what you mean. The Republicans already call every Democrat a communist. Like, you don't have to defend your belief system to Republicans. They're barely human. You don't have to do that, you know?
And not only those views not align with most Democrats in the country,
Go on.
and not only those views not align with most Democrats in the country, nearly all Democrats in the country, actually most elected Democratic socialists, but like I don't even think they align with like a lot of the people who probably voted for her. So like I think people should just
So what is the point you're trying to make? You know what I mean? Like, what is the argument you're trying to make? So she got elected. She's going to be in Congress. What is the argument that you are trying to make here? They did vote for her. So sometimes I don't even understand what they're trying to say. I don't get it. I don't understand what point they want to make. Never make the damn arguments too. They like want me to fill in the blanks, you know? They want me to well, what do you mean with the October 8th thing, right? Are you suggesting it was an anti-Semitic rally? Were there anti-Semites there? I mean, possibly. It's bigotry. Bigotry is a real problem in society. What did she say that you have an issue with? What is the point of your statements? I think he's making a voters don't know what they're voting for. Here's the real red pill. No voters know what they're voting for because people are fucking retarded, okay? The average Republican is barely sapient. The average Democrat is maybe an order of magnitude above that. The voters don't know what they're voting for because politics is really, really, really complicated. Nobody knows what they're voting for. Nobody knows anything. So I don't get the argument. Like, you could make that same argument. The voters don't know what they're getting when they voted for Joe Biden. Did they know that they were voting in favor of a year and a half about a year of defending like an act of genocide? Did they vote in favor of him lying to cover Netanyahu's ass over and over and over again, imposing red lines that then vanished into ephemeral smoke as soon as they were crossed? No. So what's the point? What's the argument? Like, fuck, at least Daria Liza's like honest, you know? Like, she says some crazy stuff, but she's saying it. Is she? I mean, what other views do you think she's hiding? She's pretty much straightforwardly said like the crazy stuff. She might believe some other crazy stuff that she's like keeping down locked or whatever. I wish we had better leftists than Daria Liza. Dog, what are you talking about? She's hot. She's hot as hell. Get real. This is probably what they're referencing when they say she refused to condemn Hamas. Well, I don't know. John Favreau didn't say that. He just said that she attended a rally on October 8th.
You condemn Hamas's October 7th action.
I by the way, if you're ever asked, do you condemn Hamas? I don't give a fuck what you say. I legitimately do not care. This was a thought-terminating cliche employed by the pro-rape deep state in an effort to silence any like left-wing criticism of Israel. I do not give a shit what you say. I genuinely don't give a fuck. Any answer that, as long as it's not like explicitly anti-Semitic, like you say some crazy shit like, well, Hamas should kill all Jews. If you say that, yeah, I condemn that. But any other answer, I do not give a fuck. This is the most like 62 IQ, nothing question designed to just force you to ignore the nuance of the situation. Again, if there was like a big, Jewish ghetto uprising in Berlin that killed a bunch of German civilians, if you asked me if I condemned that, what, do you condemn the Haitian Revolution? I don't like, what do you, if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Let's talk about violence in the Levant. Let's talk about death. Let's talk about death toll, huh? No, you don't want to? You just want to get like a quick yes, no answer from me? Fuck you. I don't give a shit what you say.
And do you believe that Hamas has any role in governing future Palestinian state?
The premise of that question to me ignores the 75 years of occupation.
Correct.
That the Palestinian people have been conditions that Black folks were living in under before this genocide. For me, again, I deeply believe in the right of people to exist, but that should not ever come at the expense of any other person. And Palestinians have been living under a state of dispossession, of exile.
Literally, like, what's wrong with this answer? So this is what I mean about bad faith. This Twitter user right here said you can actually watch her refuse to condemn Hamas when she was interviewed by the Broadway Dems. Literally everything she's saying here is objectively correct. You just didn't like the fact that she didn't kowtow to your shitty, fucking, deliberately disingenuous, intellectually dishonest yes-no question. It's like talking to fucking Jesse Lee Peterson, man. Do you love all people? Do you love Black people? I love Black people. Like, it's literally like that. Like, I'm supposed to engage with this. Like, this is a real fucking conversation. Like, you give a shit about what I believe and I'm supposed to give a shit what you believe? Fuck off.
Apartheid for 75 years. We should have 75 years ago addressed that. We should have not allowed a system of apartheid to ever exist. We should have ensured that people are living under conditions of dignity, under conditions of equality, equal representation under whatever the governing body of that area was. We need to actually address meaningfully the fact that Israel is not serious about actually providing those rights to Palestinian people. And we do that by being serious about how we are investing in that. We need to stop investing in the apartheid system.
Oh no, she's a humanist and she loves life and hates death. How evil. Honestly, I'm glad she won, largely because I feel like having a firebrand like her is going to take the mask off a lot of people. Republicans already say every Democrat is a communist who hates America, but a lot of Democrats are going to make asses out of themselves, tripping over like this. This is an uncondemnable statement as far as I'm concerned. The only reason that you would condemn what she said here is if you love Israeli rape, if you want more rape dogs to be sent. I mean it. I really mean it. Like, it's blue MAGA shit, man. Nothing she said here was wrong. You're deliberately imposing an anti-intellectual, bad faith, false dichotomy in an effort to wipe off the nuance of the conversation, and you're doing that because you like the fact that Israel can do whatever it wants, which includes the rape dogs. You like that. You enjoy it. I think that's disgusting. So I appreciate the fact that Daria Lisa will, if nothing else, inspire, mask dropping from some of these fake Dems. I think you can still condemn Hamas and make your points. Why? Why should I have to cede ground to these people? Like, why do I need to acquiesce to their position when they can't say they condemn Israel, and Israel's killed orders of magnitude more people? You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to me. We should be flipping the script. Hamas ain't doing a genocide. Hamas is nothing. Israel's doing the genocide. Do you condemn Israel? No, of course they don't. Then they get all wishy-washy. Should be asking every centrist that they condemn Israel. Just like how back in 2003, you were burned with a fucking brand if you didn't support invading Iraq, but now it's a brand if you did. Back then, they were like, you don't want to invade Iraq? What, you fucking love Saddam Hussein? And now it's like, oh, you wanted to invade Iraq. You're like actually a fucking stooge for fossil fuel companies. You're like a Pentagon shill, you know? You love blood. No, everyone will have always been against this given enough time. It's already happening. It's happening with incredible speed.
Let's break down what you just heard. That was top Democrat strategist James Carville rejecting the socialists, saying Democrats need to stop the schism in the party. He opposes these communists and their virulent anti-Israel, anti-Semitic positions, saying House Democrats, they should not even put this one socialist, Chevalier, on House committees. And then you heard a Democrat socialist who just won the primary for the New York State legislature saying Democrats, socialists, and communists, they want to undercut American exceptionalism. And Democrats are now in a panic. They're going to lose elections and midterms because of this. Voters don't like it nationwide. Nearly 4 million voters already fled blue Democrat states for GOP states since 2020. Millions of more likely on the move. Let's welcome back to the show Fox News contributor Joe Contra. Joe, what do you make of this? President Trump said he will not let the U.S. become communist.
I think it's Christmas in June.
A statement taken by many Democrats as well.
Right now, if you are MAGA, if you are a supporter of the GOP, Liz, there you see the True Social post by the president. This will not, as you just stated, fly outside of places like New York or Washington State or D.C. In swing states, in swing districts, from Pennsylvania to Wisconsin, Michigan, Nevada, Arizona, North Carolina, Georgia.
Just ignore Maine.
And other states around the country.
Also, Abdul Al-Sayed is polling the best of any of the Michigan Senate candidates. So ignore Michigan, you know? Yeah, Michigan, that deep blue stronghold. Cope.
You try to sell this, and this is not socialism, it's communism. Let's face it, it's not going to fly in any way, shape, or form. Democrats are digging their own hole here, and the establishment ones, guys like Carville, know exactly what's happening here, that if you embrace candidates like Zohran Mamdani and think that that could be a national brand, oh boy, you're going to be sorely mistaken in the 2026 midterms, and especially in 2028 if they decide to put forward AOC, a Democrat socialist, as their nominee, because she could lose 51 states, which is mathematically impossible. But trust me, that's how bad that will go.
Thanks for clarifying.
We've watched you. You've been warning America about what's going on here. They don't have a positive vision. They say America is evil. Nope. It's not. They claim it's racist. It is not. They want to overtax, seize control, destroy businesses. They're pro-Hamas terror groups. They're indoctrinating children in schools that
they
don't want to educate kids. They want to indoctrinate.
Everything, you know?
They just want to grab power and slam people they don't like. Let's get your reaction to Democrat socialist communist Chevalier dodging on the question that she is a communist. Watch.
You're going to appear in all sorts of people's ads. All sorts of Republicans' ads to say, this is what you're going to get if you vote for the Democrats, a communist.
You know, I think that framing is one that I've been very proud to be able to say I don't respond to. What we need is Democrats who are actually going to present a positive vision, one that sets the tone for what we should be talking about.
They don't have a positive vision. And Joe, she's been accused of deleting her Twitter posts and her social media posts, thousands of them, slamming America.
Wait, she's so gorgeous, actually. We shouldn't focus on that, but it is true, and the deep state doesn't want you to acknowledge it, yeah.
Hating on America, hating on Americans.
The deep state doesn't want to acknowledge. Zionists don't want you to notice that the baddest baddies are, in fact, signing up for the DSA right now, and you should join them.
And showing her communist views about wanting to be anti-capitalist, seize private property, abolish borders, abolish prisons, and more. Joe.
Liz, you brought it up before with Kellyanne. On October 8, 2023, one day after the worst slaughter of Jews that we have seen since the Holocaust, she called America the terrorist and the imperialist state along with Israel, and says that
Damn, that's crazy.
America is the enemy. And now she's going to actually, represent the United States in Congress? This is crazy stuff, but I'll leave it here, Liz.
Never an argument. They never actually provide an argument because they know if they try to get into it, it's going to make them sound stupid. They just want to browbeat you. Typical Zionist tactic. Oh, I just clicked on Fox Business. I don't want to go there.
She also says, Chevrolet, that if you committed murder and you entered this country illegally, you should not be deported. End of story. There's your campaign ad, GOP. This is how you win the midterms, because if this is what Democrats are embracing, oh boy, it's going to be a very, very bad November coming up.
Thank you so much, Joe Concha, for keeping everybody informed.
Doesn't mean anything. I just clicked on Fox Business again.